AI is going to foster greater collaboration by streamlining communication and idea sharing across teams, transcending geographical and organizational barriers. That's a great question. So generative AI is ready to transform the future of work by mainly reshaping the way we approach tasks, roles, and collaboration as well. It's very important to realize that at the moment, AI and generative AI excels at what we call system one thinking. System one thinking, fast thinking, what it is really quick pattern matching, quick pattern recognition. And this makes AI an invaluable tool for non-critical prototyping and ideation phases across many different fields. So within work, this is gonna allow to increase productivity in a massive way, letting AI handle the creative and repetitive tasks such as content generation, design-related tasks, coding, etc., focusing on those, prototyping, productivity generation tasks that are, again, more related to this pattern matching of system one thinking, and freeing up time for the executive supervising work that we humans will keep on doing. And also, within the work arena, as AI takes on these roles, again, we will see a shift towards more executive and supervisory positions by humans. And also there will be new roles emerging that don't exist today. Other existing roles are going to evolve, and some, of course, will become obsolete. Also, speaking about work, AI is going to enhance personalization. It's going to tailor tools and workflows and environments to adapt them to individual needs and the needs of different customers and organizations, making in this way work more efficient and more suited to each target, community, customer, individual. And finally, additionally, AI is going to foster greater collaboration by streamlining communication and idea sharing across teams, transcending geographical and organizational barriers. So this blend of automation, because automation is another important thing that we're going to see. When we think about ourselves, humans, a lot of what we do on a daily basis comes from our subconscious processes. And those subconscious processes are very based on, again, pattern matching, all right? And that pattern matching is what AI can automate. So this blend of automation, productivity, and personalization will create a dynamic future of work where AI becomes a key partner in both creative and strategic processes. We're going to be blending in the future of work that system one thinking, that fast thinking, that pattern matching of AI with our human executive, supervisory, slow, methodical, analytical thinking. That's going to be the future of work. Yeah, that's a very important and very relevant question at a time when, because of the competitiveness, the great competition out there in the markets today, creativity is so important to differentiate yourselves. So business can leverage AI and generative AI technology to enhance that productivity, but also that creativity in storytelling and in innovation by integrating, again, this generative AI and this AI technology into their non-critical prototyping processes, idea generation processes, exploration phases, allowing for a rapid exploration of possibilities. And AI can also be integrated within businesses to boost productivity in content creation by generating unique text, visuals, multimedia, which enriches the creative output of the business. In storytelling, also very important within businesses, in storytelling connected to the marketing outreach of the business and many other areas, AI's ability to analyze audience preferences, the preferences of the audiences, to enable the crafting of personalized narratives, making those marketing messages, for example, more impactful and more tailored to those specific destination communities. That's very key. And for idea generation, also, we have to remember that we are in the age of multimodal AI. In the last years, AI has gone from working separately with visuals, text, audio, to now have architectures that are able to already combine within the very same abstract, trained, latent spaces, multiple sensorial modalities, the visual, the acoustic, the textual, etc., etc. And this allows AI, in relation to the purposes of businesses, to be used for brainstorming, to be used to accelerate brainstorming processes in a way more diverse and powerful way, sparking creativity and offering fresh perspectives that go way beyond what humans can reach. And additionally, again, very important, the insights, the data analysis, the AI-driven insights that come from analyzing trends and patterns that can inform creative strategies, business decisions, driving innovation, and ensuring that businesses stay ahead in a very competitive landscape. As you can see, it's all about today taking advantage of that pattern generation, of that productivity, of that range of interpolation and extrapolation, of that fast thinking, of that system one thinking. And in the next years, we are already at the beginning of the transition by which AI will move from mastering not just system one thinking to also master system two thinking, slow thinking, analytical, systematic, and deep reasoning thinking. And that will allow, in the next years, businesses to incorporate AI as well within the executive decisions and the executive reasoning processes. That is a very long topic, and we are right now in a historic moment because we are in the transition in which we are moving from that mastering of system one to trying to master system two as well in AI. And that's going to have absolutely consequential and dramatic and very powerful impact on the way businesses work within the next decade. And that is a very long topic, and I love speaking about it. Through my public speeches, most of all, I hope that audiences, is my objective, they gain a very deep understanding of where AI stands today, what it can and cannot do. Because you see, when people look at social networks like Twitter and others, you can see there is a lot of hype sometimes. There is a lot of exaggeration. And there is a lot of misleading stuff out there as well. And a lot of people don't really know, or they are confused of what's really going on with AI. I mean, what can it really do and not do, etc., etc. So that's one of my main targets. Through all my very deep, already for decades, work, going really deep into not only research, but production, lots of different areas within AI, my objective is to give audiences a very deep understanding of where are we really today with AI, what it can do and cannot do, and what are the next steps, what's going to happen in the next few years, and how is that going to impact, how is that going to shape the opportunities and risks that it presents to us and society as a whole. And I also, on top of that, I aim to ignite an enthusiasm, a renewed enthusiasm for the beautiful possibilities that AI offers. I want to urge people through my speeches to seize, to take this unique moment in history, to harness AI as that Iron Man suit that I spoke about before. Take advantage of that suit and augment your possibilities, your potential, your creative abilities. Extend your limited subconscious pattern matching. That I always compare it, by the way, to, I always use this metaphor about a kitchen pot that is sort of like cooking, mixing and combining and recombining ingredients. That's what our subconscious is. It's like a kitchen pot where we are throwing all of our experiences and all the things we absorb in life, and they combine and recombine, and out of that cooking, new ideas and things emerge. But the size of our pot, size of our kitchen pot, is very limited. And now we have the possibility of putting on this Iron Man suit and suddenly get this massive, almost infinite cooking kitchen pot that has almost infinite number of ingredients to accelerate all the production of ideas and possibilities and augment our creative muscles, etc., etc. So that is I really want to inspire people to take advantage of this unique moment in history. Also, very important, in my speeches, I emphasize a lot the importance of those ethical considerations that I spoke about before. I want to raise awareness about the responsible use of this technology, including addressing the biases, the privacy concerns, and other ethical challenges. But ultimately, I hope with my speeches to empower audiences to jump into this opportunity, to innovate, to feel the motivation and the direction needed to explore and experiment with AI. I want to show them the different directions that they can take as individuals, as companies, as teams, as professionals, the directions that they can follow to take advantage of this technology, to explore this technology, to experiment with it in their own work and their own lives, and to feel powerfully a deep fascination for a technology that is also helping us understand ourselves. I always say in my talks that AI is not about machines. It is about ourselves. It is about understanding and replicating the way we learn, the way we think, and ultimately, the way we are. Not only that, even more beautiful, it's about going beyond what we are in completely new directions. And sometimes I tell people that a way of also feeling more comfortable with this technology is thinking that maybe as humans, maybe we are just one more link, one more stage or phase in the process of evolution of intelligence in the universe. And that now we humans are helping create the next link, the next step, the next stage, the next phase on that chain of evolution of intelligence in the universe. And that stage doesn't mean that we're going to be left behind. No, eventually there won't be a distinction between AI and us humans. We will merge in different ways. That is a long topic, of course. But yes, thanks to AI, we are exploring and understanding more about who and what we are. That is so fascinating. And we're also continuing to demystify. I also speak a lot about this. We're continuing to demystify a lot of things about. We are continuing to demystify a lot of things about our existence. For example, we used to think centuries ago that we were the center of the universe, and we realized that's not the case. We used to think that we were very different to the other animals. We see that not so much, really. Now, thanks to AI, we continue that process. We used to think that creativity was like a magical thing that, somebody is touched by a magic wand and suddenly that person is creative. And now we see through generative AI that a very large part of the creative process, that 99%, that is that subconscious combination and recombination, that pattern matching part of creativity, can be automated with AI, with generative AI. So we demystify a little bit that process. The same thing with language. We used to think that the regularities, the complexity of human language would take centuries to automate, to master with technology. And we see that with ChatGPT and similar models, we have already sort of reached that point of replicating the regularities, the complexity, the patterns of human language. This process is going to continue. The process of demystifying our existence, in a way, becoming more conscious, becoming more present and closer to the actual truth of what we are and who we are. Isn't this amazing? Isn't it beautiful and inspiring? The combination of rigor, scientific research, going really deep into the technology itself, into the details, into the possibilities, and at the same time, getting closer as well to exploring our own nature, what we are, who we are, and doing it together as a team, collaborating with AI and us, eventually in the future, merging, indistinguishable from each other. But today, working as a team, in work as professional and personally as human beings. Thank you.